Well, I guess let's get into our first segment like we always do with the old thing we called news.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
Okay, all right. We're getting in the loop, folks. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, John C. Reilly is hitting the road as Dewey Cox, and he'll be accompanied by the Hard Walkers on a nationwide tour in 2027. They're going to play the entire soundtrack to the film every show, and they are announced that they are putting out a new vinyl soundtrack to accompany this tour. I'm not going to lie, I never fully watched Walk Hard. And it's always a movie I want to sit down and watch because it's in the heyday of all the Apatow movies and you got all those great comedians in it. How do you feel about Walk Hard?
It's funny. I'm kind of with you on that one because it was one that it's like, okay, this looks too stupid. I don't know. I don't think I can commit to it. But what's funny is that's the one I feel like I always hear about, that the random one that ends up being people's favorite is that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really? You mean after all, it's like, right? Oh yeah, those are too stupid. I'm like, those are too stupid, but all right, fair enough. I think
because whenever I saw the trailer, I'm like, this looks so fucking bad.
Yeah.
But I love John C. Reilly. I love the people behind the film.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of shocked that movie came out 20 years ago. Like, where'd the time go? But honestly, I got to give that movie a watch. Because I think it'd be fun to go see him as this character 20 years later, still rocking on the stage. Absolutely. I don't know.
Yeah, no, totally. I think that's a great idea too. You got to do it, especially if you end up going to the show. You got to do it pretty close to it, so it's all sitting there fresh, and you still have the songs, right there. You get to appreciate, what they're doing with it. So, yeah, that sounds like fun. Yeah, that would be cool. I like even not having. I mean, right? Like we both just said, we haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
I'd still
just
go
going
see
blind.
This. Yeah, exactly.
You're seeing John C. Reilly doing a character, and when he does a character, he dedicates himself to that character.
Yes, sir.
Which is commendable.
Exactly. And that's why, I'd be there for that.
Right. Speaking of dedicating themselves to a character, Jim Caviezel, of course, dedicated himself to playing Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. And months ago, he was talking about how excited he was and how this is the right time to do the sequel. Well, it looks like Jim Caviezel and Monica Bellucci won't be reprising their roles as Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene in Mel Gibson's upcoming film, The Resurrection of Christ. The two reasons for this are supposedly scheduling conflicts and also the priciness of de-aging these two actors. And it's like, does anybody give a fuck if they look older? It's like, Jesus already looks old. Like, you're going to cast someone different? They're going to look different.
He's supposed to only be like in his early to mid 30s or something.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm kind of with you. It's just like, I think just letting the performers do their thing, but someone will complain about it, I'm sure. So then again, it's someone playing Jesus in a movie. So like, at the end of the day, someone's going to complain about that fact even existing.
100%. But I guess casting is underway. They're looking for like someone in Rome to play it. So I feel like it's going to be an unknown, which makes sense because why get someone who we know here in America when we can have someone who actually speaks the language that the film takes place in and someone we can believe as Jesus, I guess. Because if I remember correctly, it wasn't in English, The Passion of Christ, right?
Oh God, I don't remember anymore. That's what I had seen of it. I think it has been blocked out of my mind.
Yeah, that movie was fucking boring to me.
It was just I was in the 6th grade when it came out. So
yep. I just remember how people flocked to it and how it made so much money, and like churches were like bussing people in. It's like, there's a fucking market here, I guess.
Doing their own screenings of it too. Yeah.
Right.
Reminded at some point.
That's crazy.
But
all right. Well, a little bit more for casting news. After Snow White was a flop at the box office, Disney essentially hit the brakes on a live action adaptation of Tangled. And fans were kind of outraged because for some reason fans really want to see this movie brought to life in the live action format. But now it seems like they've decided to reverse it and actually make the movie. And they have hired Scarlett Johansson to play the film's villain, Mother Gothel. I guess she's the one who imprisoned and tricked.
I was going to say, Scarlett better not be Rapunzel in this story. I'm like, I mean, okay, why not?
Yeah.
But that makes more sense.
A little bit of a sketch.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well, I don't know. How do you feel about this? I know a lot of people are looking forward. Do you?
I thoroughly enjoyed the film. Yeah.
You need it in live action because I feel like it's good enough where it's at.
You start losing some of the magic too. Like the inherent what was so visually pleasing about the film was that in an animated version you can get away with a lot more things. I mean, this movie in 3D was fantastic. That looked that has to be great. That scene with they were in the lake with all the paper lanterns.
Oh, those lanterns and stuff.
It had so much depth, and that was great. I don't know. Do we need it? No, of course not. Could it be a good movie though? Possibly.
I think so. Yeah.
There's the thing is, let's look back at the track record of how many of these have been like really good movies. A couple have been good. Not all of them.
Like fair enough. This year, Snow White flop, Lilo and Stitch, massive success.
Yeah.
So
I remember when Beauty and the Beast came out, that one did pretty good when it came out. So that was and that also was. I enjoyed that one.
100%. I guess it's just picking the right project, and I guess it's a guessing game. But it sounds like Disney is listening to fans. The fans are clamoring for this, opposed to let's make. I don't even know what movie to say. Let's make live action. But
Toy Story. Like how in the actual fuck could you make that look still good and try to sell it as a live action?
Somehow, I bet within the next 15 years we'll have a live action Toy Story, and it will blow our minds, and we'll be wrong.
I mean, they did it with freaking Lion King, so I guess it shouldn't be
true. But
I shouldn't be knocking.
I find it hard calling that live action because it's still CG, but it's photorealistic.
Yeah, just because it's photorealistic doesn't mean it's not an animated movie. So I always thought that was a funny try to title it that, or put it pigeonhole it that. I'm like, it's not fucking live. All right, show me the lion actors then.
Right. If you got real lions doing this shit, fucking, you'd make billions of dollars. Probably lose a bunch of crew. Get equipment fucked up.
I'm looking for the singing line. It must speak.
That's very funny.
Ideally, sounds like James Earl Jones.
Oh, dude, that'd be dope. If talking lines that sound like Darth Vader in real life.
I was about to say, then you could have a lion playing Darth Vader in a future Star Wars.
Oh, man. What a twist that would be. Oh, man. All right, well, another casting story. Rumor has it that Joseph Kosinski, the director of F1, we know that he's working on a Miami Vice film reboot, and it looks like he may have found his Crockett and Tubbs by reuniting Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan. I like these two guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like they're both leading man, so it could go hand in hand. I feel like this makes more sense.
Right? They both kind of need to be a little hot-headed, but too big for their britches at the same time. They got to be stylish. They got to be hot. It fits in the setting and the job that they're doing. I think that seems like a logical choice here.
Yeah. And those guys both understand comedy and action and drama. So I feel like you can merge all that together perfectly.
Yep. Absolutely.
But of course, it's just a rumor. But I wouldn't be surprised because, I mean, why not go for two of the biggest stars currently that fit that age range?
Yes.
Do you think we go with the 80s vibe or the 90s vibe and have it be that neon wearing those blazers? I'd kind of like that.
It would be cool if they said it back then, but I don't see that happening. You want to keep it more modernized for a contemporary audience. Try to get a younger audience in, not just because these guys are in it, but the relatability. What's funny is now try not to just make bad boys.
Yeah, right.
That's kind of the line you're walking.
That's so
Obviously,
true.
that goes a very separate direction. But like,
Mhm.
depending on how you play this out, you can accidentally get way too close to a Bad Boys movie,
Yeah.
or maybe that's what they
Which
need.
Bad
Just make
Boys
a
is great, but
crossover. That would be
oh, there we go.
that would be awesome. Yeah, we know these two cops in Miami that can help us out.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I guess that's
That's
what they're supposed to be too.
quite
So
the crossover.
yes,
Well, like I teased in the beginning of this episode when you talked about Alien, Sigourney Weaver told People magazine that her buddy Walter Hill has written 50 pages of an Alien sequel in which we find out what Ripley's been up to since we last saw her. Apparently, Ripley has been incarcerated because the powers that be view her as a threat, even though she's kind of saved humanity multiple times. And I guess she's met with Disney about this.
wait a minute.
Does this sound like
Okay.
something that you'd be intrigued to see?
Yeah, yeah, because I need some explanation as to how the fuck she's like. I guess I need to know what year this is in the universe because
Because
it's
wasn't she a clone in the last movie we saw her in?
and she died. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert. She like threw herself into the volcano or whatever, the molten material.
Yeah.
So then is that just suggesting that there is like another?
Right?
Is
It's
the
like
original
Murky
one
Waters.
been fucking
Are we
locked down
pulling
this
a
whole time?
Halloween from Blumhouse? Are we saying that the other films didn't exist? Or are we just saying this is the clone
know.
or another clone?
With
And it's
all
like,
of this, all the ball rolling on between Predator and Alien, we better not then just retcon a bunch of shit because
yeah.
we've just woven all of this tapestry together. So
Because with Alien Earth, we're a couple of years before Ripley's story.
yes,
And with the story, the last Alien film that
Romulus,
what's his face did, yeah, that kind of was also before. So it's like
isn't it?
we're
Oh,
in that zone.
Isn't it between 1 and 2?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
You have the memories of the android from 1 have been saved, and that's who they're talking to. The one fucked up android on the floor. Why it looks like the same actor. It's supposed to be like the same model or whatever.
Sure.
And then why it's a different actor in the second one because it's been 50 years. She was
right
in cryo sleep. So yeah, I believe Romulus takes place between Alien and Aliens, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, right in that area. So it's like we are in the zone where we could have Ripley, but I feel like at this point we'd have to get someone younger than Sigourney to play a different version of Ripley.
But that's what I want to know is, okay, if it is Sigourney, then where the fuck is that version of Ripley been?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't even get to see what happens in Alien 4. Like that's long after a normal human Ripley that hasn't been assisted with cryogenic freezing could possibly exist. And the last time the real one existed was in 3 that where the prison planet. So what, she got scooped up from there? God, those were rough to get through.
They got a little janky towards the end there.
Yes.
But and then how do you feel about Walter Hill? I mean, he made great movies, but it's like, why does this guy just randomly, why is he writing 50 pages of a script of a franchise that he's not even associated? Like, it's kind of odd.
If he's talking to the face of the franchise and convince them that she's convinced this is good, that's kind of a big voice, and that's what's going to get fans excited.
True.
If you get the cast excited, but sometimes.
But the weird thing here,
been excited over really terrible scripts. So
she said in the same interview that she's never had any interest of going back and doing it. She didn't really think there was a justification, but this story is so relevant and interesting. But if we go back a few years, she was talking about being interested in doing Blumkamp's version of Alien. So it's like, is she backtracking now? I don't fully know.
I think there's also just been a trend of
nostalgia-based remakes and requels and
that as well as we're kind of removing that shitty expiration date on performers who are later on in their careers. Yeah, exactly, because we've probably missed out on a lot of incredible talent purely because some studio decided whoever they are is too old to play this or that. No, maybe it's just this like acceptance of like, you know what, I do still fucking got it. I can. And the main thing is if the story makes sense, why she's the age she is now. That I want to know. I'm curious as to what that is. But we'll have to see about that one.
But I feel like the big
intrigued.
barrier, even if Disney and Fox wanted to do it, I feel like Ridley Scott would have to give his blessing. And would Walter Hill direct or just pin the script? There's so many different factors. I feel like that could go into this.
I feel like Scott's, obviously has been fine with a lot of other people directing films from this franchise. So like a blessing, yes, and I think that's probably as far as it would go. Having his trusted people read the script and tell him whether or not it's good enough, and then good luck, Sigourney.
All right, well, another story here. For the past couple of years, we've heard rumors swirling around that Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling were going to star in an Ocean's 11 prequel playing Danny Ocean's parents, but it now sounds like Gosling has dropped out of the film, and it sounds like the new leading man that's going to take that mantle is going to be Rocket Raccoon himself, Mr. Bradley Cooper, and it sounds like this movie is in motion now, and it's going to be called The Oceans. Do you buy Margot Robbie and Bradley Cooper as a couple and as the parents of Danny Ocean? How do you feel about that?
Why not? They both have a certain swagger, and they've been in their own like crime sort of movies that they've shown they understand that sort of space, that lane to exist in. Now, I also would kind of need to know more. Is it like we're literally seeing his parents knock off a fucking casino?
Right.
Is it,
and are the kids alive at that point? Are they watching their parents? Are we gonna have a young Danny Ocean and his sister as children watching their parents do this? Or is this before they were born?
Or is it their parents get into so much fucked up shit they don't even live with them because...
Oh, that's true.
There's a lot of ways you could do that. There's a lot of ways you could show that. So and then, what decade would this be then? The 70s?
70s? Like late 60s, early 70s, maybe?
Because what?
But then it becomes like the Frank Sinatra frat pack version of the Oceans at that point, wouldn't it kind of be?
Yeah, but that's the whole separate.
When those films came out? I know they're not, but
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would be that setting. Yes, it would be. Yeah, that which would be great. I would love that. I love that era of Vegas, and if if it's even in Vegas at this point, you could. Make
that's
Atlantic
true.
City, you could make it Tahoe. You could make it.
International.
True. Yeah.
Reno, Nevada. Yeah, anywhere really. Yeah. So I'm intrigued. How do you feel about replacing Gosling with Bradley Cooper? I feel like it's an equal swap out. I think. Both are comedic and action packed.
Yeah.
And
I almost think. I don't know. I kind of. We've seen that. I literally just watched Barbie, so it's like. I think it would be kind of funny, not in a haha way.
Seeing them as different characters as a married couple, not Barbie and Ken.
Yeah, where she's literally trying to avoid him as much as she can. I don't know. I think this pairing's great. I would definitely go and see that.
I'm with you.
It's he's also the age it makes sense we don't see him, right? Because they talk.
Yeah, I that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So,
well, to make things even more complicated, George Clooney also recently said that the budget has been approved for Ocean's 14, and it will be shooting in the next 9 to 10 months because it's hard scheduling everyone, all these big actors to come together. Yeah. So, do we need a prequel and a continuation happening almost a year apart? I don't know. It's interesting, but is it overkill?
I mean, it's funny. We just went from the aliens stories earlier. That's kind of what they're doing right there. We've got Alien Earth cranking away. We're talking about doing the furthest alien movie down the timeline, I guess, at this point is what it would end up being, potentially. Predator could be the kind of a similar situation. It seems to be happening more often. I mean, Star Wars is expanding both directions at the same time. Down the timeline,
I guess that is a new trend. Yeah. All right. But then my question is, when we go to 14, are we bringing in the Ocean 8 group? Are we going to get Julia Roberts, Awkwafina, all those guys and gals.
Because we've lost a few cast members. So
that was going to be my next follow up. Like, are we going to recast Bernie Mac's character and all those other guys? Or I feel like it'd be good to bring those ladies in the mix and get them back, because I like those films.
I'm with you there. It's like the ones who are gone, write them out. However, you know, whether it's acknowledged or not, but bring in the very talented cast we've already seen in the previous film that we already know.
And then I'm kind of intrigued because, spoiler alert for people who didn't see Ocean's 8, Julia Roberts goes to Danny's mausoleum because he's dead. So it's like, is that going to factor in somehow? Like, was he pretending to be dead? Did his sister, like, what was the rationale there? I'm intrigued to find out how they write that.
I'm still waiting for them to just be like, he fucked off somewhere. He
had
all of this arranged so he stopped getting followed.
Mm-hmm.
It's my guess anyways. But
I don't know. I'm intrigued. I feel like both these movies could be fun to see. And like you said, it's been working for other franchises. Why not this one? And it's an all-star cast. Like, these people have only gotten bigger and better in their craft.
It's George fucking Clooney, not to mention the rest. But like, that alone is enough to get people to show up. It could be just him. You could call the movie fucking Danny Ocean, which I'm honestly surprised they haven't done. That could be its own prequel, a young Danny Ocean.
Do that. Watching him like put the crew together, meeting everyone in different circumstances, that'd be fun.
His first big heist, like, you know, which I mean, that could still be another thing they end up doing.
Right.
So, you're welcome, studios.
Oh boy. Well, more sequel news here, Dennis. After nearly making $1 billion at the box office a few months ago, Warner Brothers has also greenlit a sequel to a Minecraft movie. You haven't seen this yet, right? You probably have no interest.
Yet. No, I mean, I will definitely watch it sometime. I'm curious. I'm just not as current on my Minecraft lore, so
nor am I, man. I base everything off this movie.
Oh yeah, right. No, it's on my HBO queue. So
fair enough. And the interesting thing, they did set up like bringing in the female version of Steve at the very end of this movie. So it's like, we could go there. We could follow Steve and the Garbage Man and the kids and everybody that we knew and loved from the last movie, because Jared Hess is writing and directing this as well. Okay, but they could also go to different Minecraft worlds. I'd be intrigued to see. I feel like we're going to follow Momoa, Black, and all these other characters. But do you think they jump ship and bring different actors in and go with a different world, or stick with
kind of? I feel like it sounds like we're the makings of doing, you know, a Jumanji like series where it's like, no, we like seeing these certain faces. We'll let other actors kind of slide in and out on the peripheral, but the core is probably just going to be this, because we want to see how these people interact with the world, right? So, but
it's funny that you say that. One of my favorite movies of the year, I saw it 2 or 3 times in the theater, and I was thinking this movie was going to be terrible. But it's funny you mentioned Jumanji, because they just announced that I think the beginning of next year they're going to production on another Jumanji film after all this time has passed. So I'm intrigued to see, because the way they ended the last Jumanji came into the real world, like in the Robin Williams one. So be interesting to see how these avatars are going to come to life, and these kids. I don't know.
Now that it's this genre bending, like, oh no, it's magic that just embodies some sort of game that is recognized by the current whatever century you're in, or whatever the rationalization is. I
remember thinking that was going to flop too, but I was delighted by both those films.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Shit, man, I remember standing in line for a screening. You were telling me about it.
Right? And it's like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, really,
Kevin Hart,
I don't know.
Dwayne Johnson, Jack, what? Karen, why?
Cool, but why? This isn't Jumanji.
How are they going to justify that?
Yeah.
And yet they also found a way to honor Robin Williams' character in the world too, without tarnishing that, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a fun movie though. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. All right. Well, after failing to bring the budget down on Heat 2, Warner Brothers has officially passed on the sequel, but Amazon and MGM Studios have greenlit the film. And it looks like the cast they have their eyes on is Leonardo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, Austin Butler, and Adam Driver. Because apparently this movie is a sequel and a prequel to the last movie, taking place in the 80s and in the 90s. So we can cast these younger and older actors. I know you haven't seen Heat, but like I said, it's a great movie after the first hour of the 2.5 hour film.
Yeah.
Do you think this makes sense? Do you, like having a movie that takes place before and then after, and some of these actors have passed away. Like essentially Leo would most likely be playing the Val Kilmer character, and they look nothing alike. And he's older than Val was back then.
Well, I guess it depends on the width. Oh, let's see. Yeah. The imagery you have, for those who can't see it, we're jumping between 89 and 2002. So it's a decent enough amount of time. I feel like aging certain people up and down the right way. But yeah, no, it's what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. That seems to be a more common theme. It went from changing timelines, like every movie's got to be talking about influencing the past and the future, to now we're going to tell a story as well as telling the story before and after it.
True.
That seems to be it's a trendy thing. It looks like this is the third time it's come up now of jumping back and forth around a known story. So I'm here for it.
Fair enough.
Doesn't bother me at all. As long as you can tell a cohesive story that I can follow along, then I'm
fair enough. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of movies that we're interested in, apparently at New York Comic Con, they just announced that Mortal Kombat 3 has been greenlit. So they recently pushed Mortal Kombat from coming out this month in October to next, I believe, summer. And it was kind of like, oh shit, is this franchise in jeopardy? But it sounds like they really are excited and have hope that this thing has bones. Do you think they're jumping the ship before the movie comes out, greenlighting another one?
I don't think so, because I think it had enough of a following, and there was a strong reaction after this series of Mortal Kombat films. When the first one in this series came out, a lot of people were left wanting more, right away. And it's about the fans. This is a fandom-based movie. I know, because what is it? Carl Urban's going to be competing with a lot of his press coverage with The Boys. Final season coming out.
Wow.
So that could have had something to do with it, because you want Johnny Cage to be showing up at your shit. So
that's not a good look if he doesn't show up. Yeah.
So that would not surprise me at all if that was a piece of the influence of that getting pushed back. So, I love the Mortal Kombat movies. Yeah,
that's another one that's in my queue. I remember seeing it and being a little let down, but I was also sleepy when I watched that first movie, so I probably.
My whole thing is I wish they not everything was that weird. Like you need to find your chi magic sort of thing, and then your special attack just kind of happens.
You're kicking ass.
Yeah. I'm like, that was the only part I didn't really like, but the way the rest of the world was fleshed out, I enjoyed, especially Scorpion and getting to see, because I feel like there's so much confusion for casual fans of Mortal Kombat that don't follow the storyline. Why is Scorpion like a good guy than a bad guy, but he looks like he's human, but he helps the good guys? It's like, well, there is a lot of back and forth there, and there's a lot of stories.
Yeah.
So it was good to see that represented on the big screen.
Right. And it sounds like they're leaning into the cheesiness. Like some of the teasers for this have been teaser or trailers for fake Johnny Cage movies. Yeah. So they're going balls out and actually saying, we understand it. We're not taking it super seriously. We're having a fun time. And hopefully the audience will be there for that ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, along those lines, I think that's why they were kind of keeping the hype train alive with the animated features too. And there was the Johnny Cage. I believe you reviewed the Johnny Cage one. That's 3 years ago.
And then there were a couple other after that, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's Mortal Kombat's a franchise that's I don't think is ever really going to die.
No, it's
probably turn
it's going to live on some platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they keep remaking the original games and making them HD and changing things up. Mortal Kombat 1 is still adding new DLC characters, and it's been out for like 4 or 5 years almost. So people love it, man.
If Street Fighter can get away with it, then why not?
Right. And that's coming soon too. So it's like, Maybe it's coming out next year. Maybe next year is going to be the year of video game movies, Mortal Kombat and
Besides
Street
scrolling
Fighter.
games,
It's going to be something, dude. And we're getting fucking Mario Galaxy too. So it's going to be a video game heavy year, which is kind of cool. But that's the thing. I feel like we're now transitioning away from comic book movies being the hot properties to video games now, because all these hits that we've had lately.
There's so many untapped stories that were all ignored because of the stigma of that being the source material, with rare occasions, some of them creeping through, but notoriously so many of them doing bad. I get it. Why invest millions of dollars into something that you've seen time and time again falls by the wayside? But there's been enough hits in the right direction that it's like, fuck yeah, let's start digging back, because there's a lot of incredible stories. In fact, there's some video games that are more fleshed out than most movies.
They are theatrical. The cutscenes are bigger and better than some movies in some of these games.
The details that get included and all the things you could read and all the items you could pick up instead, I'll add all of those components together and you can tell an extremely rich story. That's all just waiting for it. There's been so many that have come and gone where the rights were purchased and then shelved. Famous one being, I was so bummed when Brad Pitt got the rights to the Red Dead Redemption film rights.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And then nothing happened with it. So he didn't do anything. Nothing got off the ground.
Damn.
So
that'd be pretty bitchin'.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot more stories like that, but it's the ones that actually get made are what we're, until that happens, I'm not going to believe it. So
yeah. Up next, Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves are currently starring together on Broadway in Waiting for Godot. And apparently they've been interviewed and there's serious talks about them returning for another Bill and Ted film. How do you feel about that? I like Face the Music. How did you feel about that recent one?
God, I did watch it, didn't I?
It's like their daughters are there and they're trying to write a song that saves the world. It was pandemic time, so it was all a blur.
That's right. Oh my God.
And it was straight to streaming.
Yeah. If they're gonna be in more of the movie this time, I guess. I don't want it to be a device just to hype up getting like now a whole new cast to actually be starring in the whole movie. No offense to the previous cast, but I just don't like this kind of deception of bringing legacy cast members out, like we were talking about Sigourney Weaver, only to find out they're just a small piece of the actual story, and we're really watching someone else do the whole thing. That's kind of, you're pulling the rug out from under us. You can still tell a good story. It could still be a good movie, but don't deceive me. Just tell me what
honor what it is. If it's Bill and Ted's daughters, call it whatever their names are. Don't call it Bill and Ted.
That would be, which I would be fine with. Give them their own fucking
franchise.
Or you hyphenate it's Bill and Ted's, and then the girls' names, pluralized, and then it's the title, like
whatever adventure or whatnot.
Generationally, so you could just add, then we just jump further ahead. Then it's another pair of names.
And that could be a funny play on words and titles and genre, and then it tells you where.
But it tells you like where in the timeline you are. So I don't know. It's one of those just like don't make it a hype machine for the sake of hyping us up. That's all I ask.
Speaking of the hype machine, it was recently announced that an up-and-coming writer has penned a script, an original action epic set in the world of John Wick that combines both Western and samurai culture. I don't really understand this, but
I mean,
I'm intrigued.
It's already a pretty out there universe, so at this point, you could sprinkle some cowboys in there. I don't. It's kind
of just go in the desert in one of those movies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And fights on horses and shit.
Like 4, right? Or
3 or 4, I think, yeah.
I don't know,
one with Halle Berry.
These are so out there. I can't put it in a box. It's just like sure, okay,
yeah.
Samurai.
Why not? Unfortunately, Ballerina flopped, and I really dug it. And I hope it finds another life. I think it's on Stars now or whatnot. But it was kind of let down that flopped. And but like we said, we have the
fucker advertised
the Kane movie coming.
Oh,
sorry.
I think when I was that day, I was like watching cable in the hotel room. I saw the ad for fucking ballerinas going to whatever streamer every fucking commercial break on FX. I think it was FX.
Wow.
One of the movies. I was just like, holy, I get it. All right, jeez. Fuck.
Watch it.
Ballerina, goddamn it.
But yeah, so we're getting the Donnie Yen movie. We're getting the anime movie. They're somehow doing another John Wick movie, even though he supposedly died in the last one. Spoilers. So yeah, this is a franchise that's not going to die anytime soon, and just throwing pasta at the wall. And they could find another John Wick successor, I think.
They're trying. They're fucking trying.
Right. This next story is a blast from the past, Dennis. It looks like starting December 5th, Lionsgate is releasing Kill Bill the way that Tarantino envisioned the audience to see it, as one complete film, aka Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. This movie's going to clock in over 4 hours. And they're adding 7.5 new minutes worth of animated scenes in this. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just, as long as it's the mythical like version he spoke of, where it's not just the two movies butted up next to each other. Like there is, I don't know if it was you telling me about this or an article I was reading of an interview that was done with him, where it's like, no, some of the scenes would swap around a little bit. Like some things we'd see sooner, there's certain things we'd see later.
Like it's a little chopped and screwed. Like at the end of volume 1, there's like a cliffhanger thing that's out of it. Because this has played a few times. I saw this, I want to say like 11 or 12 years ago. It was playing on Christmas Day at the New Bev. But that was another one that I was a little drowsy and fell asleep. But I remember just being blown away because it's
both movies enough
times. And it's like you like scenes that are black and white and you got blood are fully color. It's brutal. It's intense. It's action packed. I can't wait. I'm going to see it again. I can't wait to see. And we beginning of the year, me and Sarah watched the first 2 again. But I'm like, I want to see it the way it's supposed to be seen with an audience that wants to see it. And to make it even better, certain theaters are playing it in 70 millimeter and other theaters are playing in 35. So you get that crisp, beautiful look and sound and texture.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find one of those screenings that I would love to see it in that.
Yeah.
That big display that would be so cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It just comes out of nowhere. Like, boom. In 2 months, you're getting it, bitches, and it's like
this is how Tarantino's drawing it out. He's stretching.
But this is the thing. My conspiracy brain is like, he has one movie left in him. All these years later, he's putting out the whole bloody affair. Is this final movie gonna be Kill Bill 3? Is he gonna make the Kill Bill 3 television series? Is this leading up to build the hype back up? I don't know.
Right. That the true, like, was he ever waiting for that actress to grow up to follow through on that storyline? Like that would be cool. I don't know. I can't put that man in a box. Like it's gonna be something fucking crazy.
You think and then it zigs and zags.
Yep.
What I would love, like I know a while ago they were gonna do the Vega brothers. They were gonna bring, I think, what's his face back as different. I don't know. It'd be interesting if he found a way to weave a lot of his movies together in one timeline and have them intersect. And I don't know. I know that's a stretch because they're all different time periods. And
but I don't know. I mean, Vincent and Victor Vega have always meant to be brothers in the same universe.
And I know that Madsen said they were going to do it, and then stuff fell apart and whatnot. But that could have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I did actually in high school. I remember writing a short script that was about them, the events leading up to them, like parting ways.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. So I feel like in December, perfect time to put this film out because it's the holiday season. There's big awards movies that might be kind of boring and dull, and this is like action-packed, adrenaline pumping movie people know and love. And as we've seen with movies like Toy Story and some of these other movies getting re-released recently, they're blazing the trail and making millions of dollars at the box office all these years later. Why not do this?
Oh yeah,
Money on the table.
I think it's an easy, for lack of a better word, it's an easy cash grab right here. People will show the fuck up for this, and it's not going to be a big heavy lift. So
no,
might as well do
it. I
it.
mean, but the fact that it's over 4 hours long, you're kind of cutting down the amount of screen time it can play each day, unless it's going to be playing on multiple screens at theaters, which it does happen.
It could for a first week, maybe.
Yeah.
And then limit it down to a single screen and just let it play out twice a day. But
true,
people will fucking show up. No doubt. How long it'll play for, I'm curious to see how long it could stay.
True. Will it make it through the new year? Will it make it through Christmas?
Because those are some of the biggest fucking movie going holidays of the year. So I think that's just smart timing, knowing there's going to be, especially with families where everyone's all interested. They watch this kind of shit together. Hell yeah, that's going to be a great way to
why not
stay in and enjoy a film at the cinema.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of sequels, and 20 years later, the Simpsons 2's happening.
Yeah, I forgot I asked her that.
What?
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
So essentially, so on the slate for July 23rd, 2027, there's been this mystery Marvel movie sitting on the slate, and that was plucked away, and now the Simpsons 2 is announced. It's like a lot of people were assuming the Simpsons 2 would come at the very end of the Simpsons run on TV, because everyone behind it, Al Jean, Matt Groening, they're all like, yeah, we're not doing a movie. We're not worried. And then it's like, oh, we are doing it. And I believe the Simpsons has 3 more years left on its contract. So it's like, how's this going to play out? I don't know. What do you think?
I think the cast members have said they're willing to do it until one of them dies. So yeah. And they've done 1-year contracts in the past before getting bigger ones brought out again. Nancy Cartwright ain't going anywhere. She lives in the house that Bart built. So there's and the same as for the rest of them, especially when
Dan Costello,
Gary Smith, occasionally outside, these characters. So
now it's interesting to note that they announced this movie's release date, and then a couple of days later they announced a Minecraft movie 2 on the same day, and that being a smash hit. Do you think these two are going to go head to head, or do you think Simpsons might vacate the spot?
They better not. Yeah, because Simpsons will get fucking crushed. Let's be honest. There's a lot of crossover between the audiences of these two movies,
and not a lot of people like me will go see multiple movies in a day or a weekend or even a month. Most people choose what they want to see, and that's a big event for them.
Especially if it's a family and you're taking 4, 5, 6 fucking people you're paying for to go to see one movie. You're gonna pick the one that is probably a little more popular, like Minecraft will be. No offense, Simpsons
the
fans,
Simpsons, they're like, oh, we can watch the Simpsons on TV anytime. We can turn on Disney Plus; it's there. We can watch it Sunday.
Exactly, and this thing is getting kicked to streaming pretty quick because for that very reason. So, I don't really get the need for doing another Simpsons 2 unless they're going to have this big announcement in 27 saying, by the way, we're done, which I don't, I feel like they would have made a bigger deal out of it before now. So I don't know. It's one of those just kind of legacy shows. We'll just have to wait and see. I think we're getting 100%. Little delay here, folks. Sorry for
sorry. My camera is all acting all fucked up now, so I'm trying to get that fixed as we're going here. So I do apologize.
No worries.
But it's an audio visual thing here. Yeah. If I could fucking just be a fucking avatar, I can, I guess. But me, I fixate on this dumb shit.
He wants to be a Navi. He doesn't want to be a Navi. That's what.
No, man. Wow. Shit. Sorry. This is pissing me off. Oh boy. All right. Is that nope? That's not it. You know what? I could just fucking do this. I can just do a fucking. All right. Is it still acting weird? It is. God damn it.
It is.
Okay. You know what? I don't care. My video is going to be. You can't even hear me now, can you? All right. My video will be glitchy, but you'll still hear me talk, I guess, right?
For the most part, it was cutting out a little bit, if I'm honest. during some of
Oh,
these
fuck.
glitches. So
Uh,
I'd say it
do
might
you
be
mind holding down the fort for a second? I'm sorry. I'm just going to try to leave and come back and see if that fixes it.
Oh, sure.
Or are we
sure,
going to lose the
Yeah, yeah,
stream?
yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know what happens to your footage when you do that. So
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'd say switch the avatar. That seems like the safest thing. Kill the camera.
I hate doing this shit.
Better
but
that
yeah.
than killing the whole stream. So
Yeah, you're right. 100%. How do I get rid of it? Cut camera, right? That's what I got to do
just
here.
the camera button. There's a camera. Just click on it.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Boop.
You can hear me? All right.
Yes, you sound better now
Cool.
too.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. So sorry about that, folks. Hopefully it's going to be edited out in audio version, but video, fuck me.
You're along
All
for
right.
the ride.
So there's a rumor that it has been announced by a scooper I really like, Jeff Snyder of the Insnyder, saying that we're going to finally get the MCU's X-Men movie on Cinco de Mayo in 2027. And this is going to come, of course, after Secret Wars. So do you think this is a possibility? Do you think they're going to come out that quick and that strong after the two big Avenger films?
Possibly. I mean, at this point, you're just having completely different crews and different teams smashing through these things. They're trying to get back to that pace that kind of used to be at, it seemed, a few years ago. So,
yeah.
I feel like for it to all work, it'll have to be like a lot of different people for the most part, right? I mean, you can have a few of the actors be the same and just say like all the timelines, for some reason, Logan is always like, no matter what, he's going to look like Hugh Jackman a little bit, right?
Right. That's my question. We know that we're getting the OG Fox X-Men in the Avengers films, but we know they want to kind of splash it up a bit and have fresh faces. Do you think there's going to be like
more than one Cyclops, more than one, I would at this point, why wouldn't you accept that? We've done it already in a few movies. So
true.
The whole Loki series kind of relied on that kind of being a factor. So
God, you're not wrong.
I don't see any reason why that can't happen here as well. Especially when we've already had 3 different Emma Frosts. We've had a couple of Toads. We've had a couple 3 different Beasts too.
God, yeah, Sabretooths.
There's a lot, but that's all corrected by saying, oh, well, because they're from different timelines, they're different dimensions, they're different possibilities. And Doctor Strange.
So do you think we're gonna kill off all the Fox X-Men characters in Secret Wars?
I don't think we necessarily need to kill them off. Some of them, yeah, most definitely. That's the key piece of how that I think cracks off.
Right.
So we'll just have to see what plays. I mean, I always kind of favored that neck of the woods, anyways. I liked the X-Men, as we know, fans of the cartoon series as well as the revamped X-Men 97. I'm so excited for that to come back around. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna watch it.
For the new season at Comic-Con.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, I meant the new X-Men movie. This new one we're talking about here. Because I just want those questions answered, and I've had fun watching almost all of the X-Men movies, the exception of the first Wolverine, Origins.
Yeah, but then they got better from there somehow.
They did. The Old Man Logan one. I liked that one.
Oh yeah, Logan.
Logan, yes, Jesus. So the name was in there.
You're dancing around it.
Why not? They're just really trying to deliver on things that were promised, and the things that they know those familiar with the comics are kind of waiting for it to happen. So
true.
Let's see how those worlds blend together.
We know it's going to happen eventually, and why delay it? That's why they essentially bought Fox, so they had the rights to do this type of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so makes sense. But 2027, so we're just possibly a year and a half away from seeing a new batch of mutants. It's kind of exciting, kind of kind of scary because it's weird. I felt like they wrapped it up in a nice little bow with Deadpool and.
Oh, looks like we're.
Nope, you lost
losing
me.
You. Yeah, it cut out there.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. Have an error message that popped up. I just wanted to make you aware of. I don't know if you looked at that.
Something about me unplugging my camera bullshit.
No. Under the recording tab.
Oh, that's always delightful.
So, sorry, folks. Just stumbling our way through. We thought we got all this.
Oh, it wants me to refresh the page here, so I'm gonna refresh the page. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Fingers and toes and all that good business. All right. So no worries, folks. I'm still here. We're going to try to keep this alive. Seems I'm frozen now too. All right. So this is just going gangbusters. Well, that's okay. We're still here talking movies. Like I was saying before, I did get a handful of flicks in. I did get an opportunity. Had some friends over this weekend. Finally got around to watching a little bit of Shudder's top 100 horror movies. And it was really fun getting to see a lot of things that's like, I've heard the title before, but I have no idea what the fuck it was, and getting that little insight into the significance of why it's still being talked about to this day. And that was very entertaining. There was a German film, Demons, I really want to check out now. That was just wild, of an evil film reel that people were watching a screening of some movie and it's like spreading like a plague, like a zombie plague through the theater. The evil from the film jumps from one person to the next, and they start horrific 70s deaths and shit. It looked like a lot of fun. Definitely something I want to check out. I have to find a place to be able to stream that, but I'll if I can get that in before Halloween, I will definitely be reviewing on the show. So I don't have much time left, but if I can track it down before the next episode, I will do that. I'm excited about we got some Halloween things coming down the pipeline. I've just been diving into the Halloween setting for all my movie watching lately. Yes, with the exception of Barbie, of course. That was an outlier. But I also just kind of didn't want to change it. It's a good movie. Like I like it. It's entertaining. But yeah, a lot of horror flicks coming down the line here. Oh, and it looks like
oh boy,
our other host is coming back. Yeah, as soon as oh no, it's all good because as soon as you left, my camera's doing the thing. So
oh my god, I think it's StreamYard, dude. I want to blame StreamYard.
I really
that's
do
fucked
too.
up again.
I'm asking if I sound normal still, at least. Check. Is it? Oh, now I don't hear you. Oh, you muted yourself.
Yeah, I'm hitting buttons like a weirdo. Yeah, so I mean, my video is now I'm just using my laptop here, so yeah, I don't have my fancy background anymore. You can see the wall's been broken.
Catch the little bit of it on there.
Yeah.
Is my audio still sounding like it's at the right?
Yeah, your audio is good, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess sorry about that delay there. If you're watching this video and if you're watching live, and if audio, we're gonna just cut to yeah, man. So X-Men coming to the MCU in a couple of years. I don't know what else we can talk about there. I'm excited. But that's going to do it for the news section today, Dennis.
Yes, sir.